Hey, you guys, it's Matt Fraser, the psychic medium, and I am alive right now. So come on and enjoy me. I want to talk to you guys about sensing and feeling the spirit worlds because here's a little secret. You may have felt a spirit with you, but we're not sure what you are actually feeling. What's really cool is that I've learned as a psychic medium that we all have a psychic gift. We all have a way to feel energy between one another, but also to feel the energy of our loved ones in spirit when they come and visit. Here's what I want you guys to know. There are no such things as coincidences. What's really cool is that the things that you sense and feel oftentimes are you communicating with the spirit world or the spirit world's communicating with you. And it's really cool, you guys, because I've learned as a medium so many ways that your loved ones are using to get your attention. And I want to share with you guys everything that I've learned. But first of all, I want to say hello to all of you who are here. Alex is here since I finally made it to a live. Yes, I'm glad you're here, Alex. I also see Stacy is here. And I also see that Faye is here as well. And I see Anna is here. Anna says, I need a reading so bad. Anna, I have some good news for you. There's one online reading left with me in November. So if you're seeing this right now and you want a reading with me, October is completely sold out, but I have one date left in November, November 28th. So if you want that spot, just go to meetmattfraser.com. I also see that Susan is here. I see Camilla is here and Gabriella is here. And I see Lori is here from Kentucky. Hey, everyone. And if you haven't heard, I just announced some exciting news. I am coming to give live readings in Atlantic City. I am coming to give live readings at the Wind Creek Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And I'm also coming to Laughlin, Nevada, Omaha, Nebraska, Kansas City, Missouri. All the dates are up on my website, meetmattfraser.com. So if you'd like to see me live and in person, this week I'll be in Kansas City, Missouri, and Omaha, Nebraska. And then I'm coming to Laughlin, Nevada, Atlantic City, New Jersey. For the first time ever, I'm giving readings to the Hard Rock Casino. And I'm also coming to Santa Rosa, California, and Sacramento, California as well, and also Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So if you want to join me, just go to meetmattfraser.com. And also, while you guys are here, if you're interested in an online reading, I want you guys to know that there's only one online reading date left in November. It's November 28th. So if you want that spot with me, head on over to meetmattfraser.com. It's $19 a ticket to register, but I can only read you if you're there. So if you want that spot, hurry on over to reserve your space before it's too late. All right. While you guys are all here, let's talk about this. And by the way, while I'm talking to you guys, let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. I have a couple questions that I have for you guys. First of all, have you ever felt one of these things? Ready? Have you ever felt chills go down your spine when you're thinking of a loved one who had passed away? Or maybe it is that all of a sudden you feel like you're not alone in the room. The house might be empty, the room might be empty, but you feel someone else there with you. You can feel a presence with you. How many of you have felt a cold chill go down your spine or a tingling sensation go down your arm and you could have sworn that somebody brushed up against you or touched you, right? Connie is saying yes. Delaney is saying yes. Georgia is saying yes. I see that Denise is saying no. I see Susan is saying I wish. Listen, so for some of you who are saying yes and some of you are saying no, right? It doesn't mean if you're saying no that there's no spirits that are around you or that are trying to contact you. It just means that you might be picking up on them on a different way. So I want to talk to you guys all about this because the really cool thing is that when your loved ones go to the other side, they use many ways to reach you and to get your attention. Now, they use things like signs to get your attention, like dragonflies, butterflies, repeating numbers, songs, dreams, right? They use dreams to get your attention, where all of a sudden you might dream of a loved one that had passed away, get a premonitional dream of a loved one that had passed away. What you also might see that happens with the loved one that had passed is you might feel them, like I said, you might feel that tingling sensation, like someone's in the room with you, or you're not alone, or maybe you just have a loved one that keeps coming up to your head, right? But what I want you guys to know is that there's another way that your loved ones in spirit reach you. And it's the same way that they're reaching me as a medium. And that is through your thoughts and feelings. You guys, I can't stress this enough. Everybody thinks as a medium, right, that I'm like that television show Ghost Whisperer, that souls just come to me and start saying to me, oh, Matt, I'm this person's mother. Can you go over there and talk to her? Can you go over there and just tell my daughter I'm okay? Can you tell my daughter stop dating that guy, right? But really, what I want you guys to know is that when I sense and feel your loved ones in spirit, I do just that. I sense and feel them. Now, of course, as a medium, your loved ones will whisper little names and dates and places to me. But I can tell you that primarily the way that I connect with your loved ones are through thoughts and feelings. And that's the same way that they're connecting with you. So I want to share with you some experiences that you may have had where you sensed and felt the spirit. For example, have you ever had it happen where you're sitting in a chair and you go to look down the hallway and you swear somebody walked by you, right? You swear that you saw a shadow go by you or a shadow walk down the hallway. Maybe you could have sworn that you saw a footstep or or got caught a glimpse of a leg walk by you, right? What I want you guys to know is that these little glimpses that you're getting is actually a glimpse into the spirit world. What I want you guys to know is that even as a medium, I don't see your loved ones the way that you're seeing me right now. I see figures. I see figures and silhouettes. And when I see those figures and silhouettes, when I tune into them, I'm able to pick up on who they are, their connection to you, how they died, and they'll start to filter through with different information. But I want to tell you this, okay? As humans, we can't see spirits with our own naked eyes, right? Sometimes we might get a glimpse of them. Like, for example, you might see a shadow that goes by you, or you might see, a silhouette yourself. You might see an orb, and you might actually see a spirit appear on camera. If you've ever seen, an orb appear on camera or a distortion come up on camera, what I want you guys to know is that that's the lens of your camera picking up on a spirit. And that's not what your loved ones look like on the other side, right? Your loved ones don't look like a blob or a figure or a silhouette. Your loved ones look like they did before they were sick. They look like the best version of themselves. But because we can't see into the spirit world with our own eyes, when we do get a glimpse of our loved one, it comes in as a ghostly image, right? Have you ever heard of people seeing ghosts, right? And people are a little bit afraid because when people see ghosts, and I'm saying in quotes because there are no such thing as ghosts, right? They're only spirits of our loved ones that have passed, right? So when people see ghosts, it's always a ghostly image that they're seeing. But those souls don't actually look like that on the other side, you guys. It's just because our eyes as humans can't see spirit. So that's the reason why on camera, when you guys go to take a picture and you see an orb appear in the picture, right? Or a silhouette or something appear in the picture, what I want you guys to know is that your loved one doesn't look like a ball, right? Your loved one doesn't look like just, a floating cloud or smoke. Your loved one looks like we look right now. They have an appearance. They have arms, legs, features. But the thing is that, like I said, phones and humans and cameras can't see into that world. So it's almost like, think about it this way. Think about, you guys remember back in the day, let me know if your mother ever did this. Hold on, let me have a sip of my Diet Coke. I know it's bad. Do you know, by the way, so many people give me shit about drinking Diet Coke, you guys. Being a medium and seeing the shit I see, I should be drinking vodka, never mind Diet Coke. But have you guys ever had it happen back in the day when your grandmother or your mother used to have the sheer curtains? How many of you remember the sheer curtains? Remember the sheer curtains? Do you guys remember that? They're like the curtains that you hang up where you can kind of see, you kind of can't. Remember them sheer curtains? My mother is still obsessed with this. My mother loves a sheer curtain. My mother, let me tell you, all right, Sharon Ann is saying that she remembers this. Sharon Ann is saying, yes, she remembers. Kate is saying, yes, she remembers. Lorraine is saying, yes, I remember. Okay, so those sheer curtains, my mother was obsessed. I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to put the sheer curtains on all the windows. And then we all used to have to go outside the house, okay? And my mother used to walk back and forth from window to window, okay? And she used to be like, can you see anything? Can you see anything? And I'm like, no, Mom, all I see is your shadow. All I see is your silhouette. I can't see anything. And she's like, well, what if I was naked? Can you see something? I'm like, no, Mother, we can't see anything. All we see is your shadow and silhouette. Can't see boobies, can't see tatas, can't see hoo-has, can't see anything. And then she used to be like, okay, you and your sister go walk back and forth. So me and my sister used to have to go in the house and walk back and forth like this so that my mother could make sure that she could not see anything through the sheer curtains. All she could see is silhouettes, right? How many of you know what I'm talking about? Was this only just my crazy household? How many of you know? How many of you know what I'm talking about? Trisha's saying I still have those. I have shears too, Trisha, but I don't go to that extreme. Listen, somebody wants to look at in my window and see me naked. God love them, because let me tell you something. I don't really care about what the hell people say. I say I say at the same time, if you want to be that sick person that looks in my window, go ahead. But anyways, What I want you guys to know, Natasha says that sounds like me. Oh my God. What I want you guys to know is this, is that the same way that there's a sheer curtain, right? And if you look and you walk by someone's house, you can see just a shadow or silhouette. You can't make out. You can make out if it's a man or a woman. You can tell if they're old or they're young, but you can't make out features. You can't see hoo-has and tatas and, muscles and things like that, right? The same thing happens when a medium looks into the spirit world. When I see your loved ones appear in spirit, I'm not seeing them, when I see them appear next to you. Hold on, let me just clarify. When I see your loved ones appear next to you, I'm seeing shadows, figures, silhouettes, just like you would see behind a sheer curtain. That's what it looks like to me. But then when I connect with your loved one, so for example, let's say I were to walk by you, I were to walk by you on a street, and I see a woman's silhouette standing next to you. I'll know, okay, who is that? That's a soul that's with that person. Then when I go to tune in and I connect with that soul and I say, who are you? That woman will say to me, oh, I'm this person's mother. I'm this person's grandmother. I'm this person's sister, this person's daughter, right? And then what's really cool is the image goes from in front of me up here. When I go to connect with your loved ones in spirit, I'll see them clear as day right here in my mind's eye. So your loved ones will go from being outside to inside using my thoughts and feelings. And then I'll start to feel them. I'll feel how they had died. I'll feel what happened to them. I'll feel what took place, right? And then they'll start to show me visions. So I'm telling you this. Oh my God, how cute. Molly says, Matt, you made me laugh. I'm telling you the truth, you guys. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm telling you this because your loved ones are also trying to communicate with you in that exact same way. They're trying to communicate with you through thoughts and feelings. That's the reason why when you're going to sleep, right? When you're going to sleep and you're about to put your head on the pillow and you start to drift off, that's the time when you're most psychic. It's a time when you might see a loved one in spirit. You might see a pet in spirit. You might receive a certain type of omen or a warning about somebody. Maybe it is that you're about to go to sleep and then something just comes to mind. Like you have to keep an eye on your daughter because maybe she is, maybe she's been careless lately and you just get a warning that she's going to be an offender bender or an accident. And Donna says, great explanation. Thank you. I'm hoping it makes sense to you because what I want you guys to know is this, is that your loved ones are speaking to you in a different way, right? And so many people, I cannot tell you, if I don't get asked this question 3 times, I don't get asked it at all. If I don't get asked this question 3 times a week, I never get asked it. And that is, Matt, can you speak to someone who doesn't speak English? Oh my God, you guys, I get this almost every single day. Because people, and listen, I understand. I know why people ask me that. Because here in this world, we're separated by language, right? But on the other side, your loved ones don't speak to me using English, right? There's not just one language on the other side. Your loved ones use signs and symbols and feelings to communicate with me as a medium. I'm like a translator. I take all the things that they're showing me and they're saying to me, I make a story out of it and I share it back with you. So what I want you guys to know is that your loved ones are speaking to you in that same way. If you all of a sudden have felt something in your core, right? That little tiny voice inside of you, that tiny, tiny, tiny voice is actually you feeling your loved one in spirit. How many times do people come to me and say, oh my God, how cute. Sage just said, Matt, I'm late. You are not late. Get your butt in here. What I want you guys to know is that how many times have you gotten that situation, that situation or that feeling where all of a sudden there's just this feeling that comes over you that either you can't do something or you have to do something, right? I'm going to tell you this, right? Let me explain to you what happened with Alexa. So Alexa's stepfather passed not too long ago. He passed a couple months ago. And Alexa, if you know Alexa, she's afraid of going to the hospital. She's afraid to go to the doctors. She had a hard time even going to the pediatrician, never mind to another doctor. So anyway, when her stepfather was sick, Anthony, which you guys know from my television show, I kept saying to Alexa, are you going to go to and he wasn't even in the hospital. He was in the rehab. I was like, you can go to the rehab. And Alexa's like, I just can't go. I can't go. She's going to pass out if I go. I can't do it. And every single day, her mother would call and say, do you want to come? And Alexa's like, no. And Alexa made up her mind she wasn't going to go. And then don't you know that one morning we're at Starbucks, as you guys know, because we always go to Starbucks. We're at Starbucks. And all of a sudden, Alexa looked at me and she goes, I got to go see Anthony. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I have to go. I don't know what it is. I have this feeling I have to go. And I'm like, are you all right? And she's like, are you? And I was nervous about her. I'm like, are you going to be okay if we go? And she's like, I don't know, Matt. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I have to go. So I said, okay, we're going to turn the car on. We're going to get our coffees and we're going to go. got our coffees at Starbucks. We went to the rehab. She saw him, and 5 minutes later, he died, you guys. The moment she left the room, I walked her back to the parking lot. He died. So she knew, she felt that calling. She felt his soul calling him, right? This is sometimes what happens, you guys. That feeling, that just knowingness, and Natasha's saying, she just knew it's true. That inner knowingness, those inner feelings are actually messages from your loved ones. I don't know how else to put it. What I want you guys to know is that these feelings come in many different areas of your life. It could be that you meet your soulmate for the first time and you're a little bit nervous, you're worried, you're anxious, your mind is telling you that you're not sure if it's right to get into a relationship, but there's a feeling deep within you that's telling you, go for it. This time it's going to be different. He's a really great guy. This can be the person that you marry. This can be the person that you spend the rest of your life with, right? It might also happen where all of a sudden you meet someone for the first time and your eyes are going towards that person. You think that girl is really sexy. You think that girl is really hot, but someone, something, some feeling inside of you is saying, wait, hold on, think this through. It's not someone that, you can trust. Think this over. Think this over. Where are these voices coming from? Well, they're coming from 3 people. They're coming from your angels, your loved ones, and your spirit guides. Those are the 3 people that are sending you, or the 3 beings, I should say, that are sending you those messages. The messages don't come as a whisper in the ear. Sometimes they do. Sometimes you might hear your loved ones call your name. That always happened to me when I was a little boy, right? I'd be playing alone, and then I'd hear my name being called, right? And that's always spirit testing the connection. But the inner feelings that you get, those really gut feelings, don't just come from thin air. I got to be honest with you guys. Your body's kind of stupid, right? Your body doesn't know how to signal you or warn you with those type of things, but your loved ones in spirit do. Remember that we are all born with this psychic connection, and we can feel things off of one another, right? When you meet someone for the first time, you can get a vibe off of them. You can get an energy off of them. You feel it. You can feel their energy. Well, the same way that you can feel someone's energy when you meet them, right? When you meet someone for the first time, you know you're going to be good friends with them. You know that you're going to hit it off. You know that they're going to be great to deal with. Or how many times and this happens to a lot of you guys who are in the workplace, does someone get replaced at work and you go into work and you meet that new person that you're going to be working with and you're like, how the F am I going to make this work? How the F am I going to be able to deal with this person, right? What I want you guys to know is that, we can feel energy off of one another, but that energy that we still hold on to is still the energy that we can feel with our loved ones in spirit, you guys. It's something that is so, so, so incredible, because that's what keeps you connected with your loved ones on the other side. It doesn't have to be a major validation. If you're walking down the wedding day and you just feel the presence of your mom, or feel the presence of your daughter, or feel the presence of your son who had passed away, that's an amazing validation within itself. And what I can also tell you is this: sometimes those feelings that you get, you just know. I don't know how else to explain it. You just know. So what I want you to know, and this is a really good sentence that Patricia just wrote. She goes, energy is everything. Good statement. I meant to say, energy is everything. Absolutely. You guys, energy is your soul. Your soul is made up of energy. It's the reason why we feel people on a different level. The reason why we feel our pets on a different level, right? We can tell if our pet is not feeling well. We can tell if our pet is sick. We can tell if there's something wrong with our pet, right? Just by our energy, because you have a soul deep within you. So that soul can feel things, and that soul can also receive messages from the other side. So like I said, a lot of people think and say to me, Matt, I wish I could be just like you. I wish I could get messages just like you. I wish I could hear them just like you, right? And I'm going to tell you guys, if you were to hear some of the ways that your loved ones speak to me, you'd be like, what the hell? How could you make heads and tails of that, Matt? Well, when I connect with your loved ones, they speak to me in a different way. Like I said, they use thoughts and feelings and symbols and all these ways that I use to I take all these messages and I translate them back to you. But what I want you guys to know is that you have your own psychic sense. You have your own psychic way to receive messages, to communicate with the other side, and to feel your loved ones. Trust that feeling. Trust what you're getting. Trust what you're sensing. Trust what you're knowing. When you feel that your mom would have wanted you to do this, and this, trust that. I can't tell you how many readings I do for you guys where I literally just go and validate things, right? For example, there was a woman that I was reading for not too long ago, and her son's death was ruled a suicide. And he came through and he said, Matt, tell my mom it wasn't a suicide. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. This is what happened. It was an overdose. And I told his mother this and she started crying. You know what she said? She said, Matt, I knew it. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it. She knew it, but she just didn't trust it. She didn't know if it was wishful thinking or if it was actually something that she felt. How many times is it that I'll talk to a loved one in spirit, right? And the person that I'm reading for, will be like, oh my God, Matt, I felt that too. For example, there was a woman that I was reading for not too long ago when I was connecting with her. Her dad was sending her license plates. And I'm like, your dad's sending you license plates on the other side. And she goes to me, oh my God, I felt that. I thought it was a sign, but I didn't know it was a sign. She goes, I just felt it, right? Or how many times do I do readings and I'll say to somebody, for example, your dad, knew that you were there when he had passed away, or your dad knew you were doing this, this, and this, and they'll say, I felt it. I can't tell you, if I could have $1 for however many times people said to me, I felt it, I'm going to tell you something. I would have a lot better broadcasting equipment, I'll tell you that, because when it comes to the other side, right, it's all about the feelings. Mediumship is all about the feelings. Every medium's connected through their thoughts and feelings, and so are you. You are hardwired to the other side. So I'm telling you this because I want you to trust in your feelings. Oh my God, and Sal says, Matt, I'm here in Las Vegas. Hey, Sal. Hey, you guys, I'm not supposed to be telling you this, but I'm coming back to Las Vegas. All right? We're getting ready to announce it. I'm coming back to Las Vegas in February, you guys. I'm so excited. Sal, you better be there. I'm going to be at the Venetian Las Vegas in February 2024. I am so excited. And if you haven't heard, I'm also coming to Atlantic City, New Jersey on December 8th. I'm coming to Sacramento, California, where I'll be giving readings at the Hard Rock Sacramento. I'm coming to Santa Rosa, California, where I'll be giving readings at the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. And I'm also coming to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which is the Wind Creek Event Center. I'm coming to Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm also coming to Omaha, Nebraska this week. So this week I'll be in Kansas City, Missouri, and Omaha, Nebraska. Then I'm coming to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Laughlin, Nevada. I'm coming to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Did I say Bethlehem, Pennsylvania? Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and then also Las Vegas, you guys. So I hope to see you there. And by the way, you guys, if you want a reading with me, here's what you need to do. Go to my website right now, meetmattfraser.com. There's only one date left in November 28th, and then that's it. November is sold out, you guys. Can you believe that? First of all, I want to thank all of you guys who have come and attended an online reading event with me. Honestly, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I get so excited meeting you guys and connecting with you guys. And what's really cool about these online readings is I've been able to meet so many of you from TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and from all over the world. What's really cool, you guys, is that these online readings give me a way to read for you. And it doesn't matter where you live or where you are in the country or even the world. So what I want you guys to know is that they sell out super quick already. October is completely sold out. Every date in November is sold out. I have one date left in November, November 28th. So if you want that date, November 28th is available right now. What day of the week is that? Hold on, I got to see. November 28th is a Tuesday. That's at 8 o'clock at night. If you want to join me for a live online reading, just go to meetmattfraser.com, and click on online readings. You guys, once we're sold out, we're sold out. And I wish I could let every single one of you in, but I can only allow a limited amount of people. So if you haven't gotten a reading with me yet, I'm sure by now you've seen the hundreds and hundreds of people who have gotten messages from me. Every single person who's gotten a reading has gone to my website, meetmattfraser.com, and they only paid $19, and you can as well. So make sure you're signed up for November 28th. And also trust in the messages that you're getting. When you're sensing something, when you're feeling something, when you feel a spirit with you, right? Say to yourself, who is that? Dad, is that you? Mom, is that you? Just try to communicate. Ask. Don't be afraid. Ask. Always remember, when you're sensing and feeling a sign, when you're sensing and feeling a spirit, when you feel another energy that's with you, say, Dad, is that you? Mom, is that you? Who is that? Grandpa, is that you? What's amazing is that when you ask for signs, right, and you ask who that is around you, you start to create a conversation and a dialogue with the other side. Your loved ones love hearing from you just as much as you love hearing from them. So ask away, ask who it is, have conversations with them, and know that your loved ones are always right there and with you. So that being said, One last time, I'm about to sign off, but I really hope that this helped you to trust in what you're sensing and feeling because you all have a psychic gift and you all have a way to connect with the other side. And if you'd like to join me live online on November 28th, like I said, please make sure you go to my website right now because I really want you to have that spot. And this is my last spot in November. November 28th is the last online reading in November. I will not be adding any more dates because I'll be live on tour. So if you want to reserve your spot, just go to meetmattfraser.com and click on online readings while there's still time. And I want to thank you guys for being live here with me. If this video helped you, please click share on Facebook and YouTube. And remember, trust in the signs. They're always around you. They're always there, even when you don't sense and feel them. And sometimes just by having a quick conversation and talking to your loved ones, you can sense and feel them, and you can know the ways that they're trying to reach out and let you know that they're there. So until next time, I'll see you soon, and trust in the signs.